Hi, I'm Mike, and this is Metro Trails. I'm going to show you a little bit of the Morris Canal over here, a little bit to the east of Phillipsburg, part of the Morris Canal Greenway in Warren County, New Jersey. And this is a really beautiful section of it that was redone several years back. The canal prism, where the boats flowed through over here, was badly silted in, so the towpath was completely redone with a nice crushed stone all the way out to Route 22. From that point, you'd have to go around, and there's no good crossing of it because that has bisected the canal. Over this way, you got one of the big warehouses here. Unfortunately, when this was built, there was a beautiful old farmhouse right there that was demolished for that. One across the street is still there. And there's solar farms over there. I wish they could have put the solar farms on the roof, but that's another thing. Anyway, the picture you see here is actually in Hackettstown. That's what's now Route 46, but it's a good depiction of what the canal looked like. Warren County has been a leader in the development of the Morris Canal Greenway for years. It was the first county in the state to develop a Morris Canal Committee back in 1984. So it's been a leader going way back. Get your Morris Canal Trail crossing here. Hopefully this becomes the standard everywhere. And it's got a nice little crosswalk here. So we don't see a lot of these yet, but hopefully in the near future we'll have more of that. Nice spring day. You got leaves are popping a little bit. So here is the Greenway. Really beautiful spot. We got really nice kiosks too, and I love the fact that they're done with a metal roof rather than the asphalt shingles, because the metal roofs seem to last forever. So this here is like kind of the gold standard for the canal towpath trails. Unfortunately, most of the Morris Canal isn't in such good shape that it can be done up with crushed stone like this, and the towpath isn't always so nice. So much of it has been undermined. From the 1830s, it connected from Phillipsburg to Newark, and then by the 1840s, it was extended to Jersey City, a distance of about 102 miles, using locks and 23 Scotch turbine driven inclined planes that made it the greatest climber of the world's canals. But those aspects of it always overshadow all the other incredible engineering that was involved with the canal. And one of the most interesting things about the western portion of Warren County was the fact that the Lopatcong Creek flows with the canal in so many locations. The creek and the canal become one. And the creek served as a feeder to the canal. And this was at multiple locations, starting at the bottom of Plain 9 West, which is less than a mile from where I'm standing, all the way out to the Delaware River. What we're approaching right now is an old Weir site where the creek and the canal were one. Now, the long-term plan is that there will be a pedestrian bridge over this. But for the time being, we have to go down and up. And volunteers in Warren County have done an amazing job making this greenway as nice as it is. Footbridges and such here. Here we have a view of the Weir site where it would flow over. And some of the concrete stuff was done by a guy by the name of Vermeulen. The last engineer of the canal was the abandonment engineer, and we call these Vermeulen era drainage structures on the canal that were intended to just empty it out. So although there are some canal structures that were built out of concrete while it was still in service, because the canal was used until 1924, and Portland cement became more regularly used through this area starting about 1900. So here you have an original stone abutment over here. Now the creek itself, there's evidence that it's been moved through this area several times throughout history. They'd trench these creeks out in order to use the area for agriculture more efficiently. So here's the other end of the Weir site. And as you can see, it's not quite the same over here. It's still a beautiful trail. It's wide, it's easy to walk, but the surface isn't improved or anything. Through contracts with the youth corps, a lot of this gets maintained very nicely. So there you have the old Weir site on the Morris Canal, under a mile from Port Warren and Plain 9. You can follow the trail all the way out to Plain 9. There's a bridge missing right now, but hopefully that'll be open again soon, and hopefully more of the Morris Canal Greenway will be open in the near future. Thanks for watching.